This is a special report from Daily Armenia, ＳիվիլNeթ's daily news digest. Here's all you need to know about the alleged coup attempt in Armenia. The Armenian National Security Service detained 14 individuals today, following yesterday's media reports of an alleged coup plot and searches at the homes of numerous opposition figures, including Bagrat Galstanyan, an archbishop who led massive demonstrations across Armenia last spring, calling for the resignation of Prime Minister Nikol Pashinyan's cabinet. Shortly after the arrests, the country's investigative committee said in a statement that Galstanyan's movement, known as Sacred Struggle, planned to carry out terrorist attacks and actions aimed at seizing power in Armenia. To achieve their criminal goals of seizing power, Galstanyan and other members of the group planned to perform acts of terror, including bombings and shootings, as well as to cut off electricity and internet connection by damaging cables and equipment, and orchestrate mass car accidents with deliberate collisions, as well as to set public facilities on fire. The agency also published voice recordings in which a voice resembling Galstanyan's discusses plans to bomb the parliament and refers to Armenians as a brutish nation. There's no way of verifying whether these recordings are authentic. The authorities have not specified who made them, when, or where. The investigative committee also reported that numerous firearms and other equipment were found in the homes of the arrested individuals. In addition to weapons, evidence included action plans, lists of recruits, firecrackers, military gear, communication devices, and even drones. In addition to Galstanyan, among the arrested were Igor Sargsyan, a member of the supreme body of the Armenian Revolutionary Federation, and town council members in the town of Vaharshapat. Responding to the accusations of plotting terrorist attacks, the Sacred Struggle movement issued a statement claiming that it is Pashinyan who's committing terrorism against the Armenian people. Illegal arrests, searches, and detentions of people continue under this dictatorship rule. Fabricated accusations are being presented, and all means of psychological terror are being used. In such circumstances, it is the duty of all sons of Armenian people to unite and prevent the further actions of this current government, which is the main threat to Armenian statehood, the statement read. Today's events come after a conflict between the government and the Armenian Apostolic Church, originally triggered by calls for Pashinyan's removal following the 2020 war in Karabakh, intensified in recent weeks, with Pashinyan demanding Catholicos Karakin II's ousting due to his alleged violation of celibacy. Last Wednesday, Russian-based Armenian billionaire Samvel Karapetyan was arrested on charges of inciting a government overthrow after he pledged to support the Armenian Church, promising to intervene in its standoff with the government if it were not resolved. Karapetyan is currently under pre-trial detention. Following his arrest, Prime Minister Pashinyan announced that the country's monopoly power distributor, Electric Networks of Armenia, currently owned by Karapetyan, would be nationalized. This move raised eyebrows among economic experts, who warned that it could damage Armenia's investment climate. Yesterday, Armenia's Deputy Prime Minister Meher Grigoryan responded to investor concerns, saying the government would act strictly within constitutional and legal bounds. The government will not act outside the constitution or legal framework. Any investor understands this, he said. We're talking about critical infrastructure, and our legislation answers all these questions. In a separate interview the same day, ENA Deputy Director David Hazinyan noted that the company had not yet received any formal notice from the government and warned there was no legal basis for nationalization. Stay with ＳivilNet as the story continues to develop.